today's class, I'm going to teach you how to make these simple stick studs. So these are really cute and they go up your ear, or you can turn them around and any way you want. This design is really simple, but you can apply all the skills that you learned today to any sort of design that you want to create. Welcome to my class. I'm so glad you guys made it. So here we are in our work plane in Tinkercad.com. This is a new design. We are going to make stick studs. So these are going to be earrings. They're going to be very simple, very basic, but we're going to teach you some great new skills here. We want this really, really tiny, so 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters. Make our cylinder super, super thin and super, super tiny. And right now it's super tall. So we're going to have to shrink this guy down because 54 is way too big to fit on our little bitty earlobe. Right, guys? So let's take our white dot here at the top center, and we're going to shrink it down. And we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do about 15 millimeters. That's going to be really nice, cute, tiny little size for our earring. So it looks super tiny right now, but we're going to zoom on in and take a look at it. So it doesn't look as small anymore once we are at this level. Since this is all we're going to do for our earring, all we need to do now is do the post. So I looked up online what the measurements and sizes are supposed to be for a standard post, and it is about 1 millimeter thick by 1 millimeter. So we're going to adjust that, and then it's going to be about a total of 11 millimeters long, which means that I'm going to do this at 8 millimeters tall. And then there has to be that little, I don't know if you've ever noticed a little notch in your earring posts, but there's a little notch in the earring post that will help keep your earring back on, so it doesn't just kind of wiggle off and slide off during the day. So here we're going to do that by dragging our torus out, and then we're going to shrink this guy down itty bitty sized. Actually, we're going to make it smaller than our post. So now that we know that our post is 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter, we're going to make this even smaller. So click on here and we're going to adjust this down. We're going to adjust this down to 2 millimeters as well. And then our height, we're going to make it just 1 millimeter. So 8 plus 1 makes that 9. And just the 2 and increase the steps and the sides because this will make it smooth. So there's our itty bitty little dot down there. So we're going to lift it up using our black triangle. So obviously it's on our work plane, black little cone thing. We'll lift it up at 840. I'm going to drag it way over here. Okay, so it's a little too small. We're going to make it bigger and make it shorter. There we go. So 1 millimeter is there. So we're going to shrink this back down. Now remember, you can click N to change your sizes. So 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter, which is actually the same size as our post. So I'm going to make it, I'm going to type in here 0.8, which is going to make it teeny tiny smaller, 0.85, and then I'm going to align those two. All right, so it's set a little off. I want to make sure that they're aligned, so select both of those. Yep, see that little blue halo? That means both of them are selected. And I need to rotate my view so I can align these. So when you hover over these align points, that actually shows you where they're going to go, and boom, they snap to. So when they're grayed out, that means they're already aligned. So if you see that, that's what that means. So now we got to make the little pointy part that goes through your ear. I'm not going to make it too pointy. Obviously, we don't want to hurt anybody, but we need to shrink this half sphere down to our 1 millimeter size that we have been using. And see, it's really, really tall. That's really pointy. So we're going to shrink this guy down to 2 millimeters because right before we have our 8 millimeters plus 9 and then plus 2 more, that's 11, which is perfect for our post, right? Because I said that the standard posts are about 11 millimeters long. So we're going to lift this up to 9 millimeters high, which should fit right over our little. And again, select everything, make sure that's selected. See the little blue halo I just did? And then we're going to rotate this so we can align all 3 pieces together. Boom. So now it looks like a little man with a hat on. So rotate that around. Oh, so we're a little high. We're going to take our black triangle and lower it down just a little bit. click in here and make your proper adjustments. So 8.5 looks good because that means that we're intersecting that blue torus that we drew earlier. So that's good. It'll all print out as one piece. So we're going to select all and group them together like that. And now we have our post. Next, we need to actually put our post and our stick earring stud together, right? Here are our rotating arrows. I'm going to take this one and just rotate it by 90 degrees. Remember, 90 degrees will make it perpendicular. If you go 180, it's going to go a half circle. If you do 380, it's going to make a full circle. Going to make that, going to put it right in the center using my align button. So select all, go to align, and then here are my little arrows again. I'm going to select this side dot here and then this vertical dot. So I need to make just a few adjustments because I don't want my post to be too short, but I still want it to intersect with our stick. So I'm going to zoom in here and adjust it with our snap grid. So use your little arrows to make sure that they are connected. So that looks good. So let's drag this down here in the center. And we're going to select this, and it selects all. It's all grouped together. Can you kind of see how that goes? And we're going to lay this flat because I think it'll be better when printing if they are laid flat. So adjust this back down to 90 degrees so it's laying flat on our work plane. Select it, just copy it and drag it out here because now we have 2 earrings, one for each ear. So there you go. And now for the backs, we're not going to design the backs in this class. You can actually buy them at any craft store or any jewelry store by the bulk. So, and they should fit these awesome little stick earrings. There you go. Now we're going to save them. So go back into your Tinkercad profile, and here they are. We're going to change the name of them by clicking on this gear on our properties. We're going to change it and make it stick studs. There you go. And then we are going to download them for 3D printing in an STL file. So STL file is a universal file that you can print with any 3D printer using an STL file. So there you go. And don't forget to upload your designs to your KiraKira profile. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Bye.
Now that you know how to design these earrings, you can create anything that you want and turn those into earrings. Upload your designs to KiraKira.com and share with us what you've created.